For several days now, Croatia and Slovenia, the two Balkan countries of the European Union, have blocked large quantities of Albanian agricultural products, mainly peaches and tomatoes, and have initiated procedures to destroy them. More than the blockade, it has been the seal of shame that the authorities of these EU countries have placed on Albanian products. They are contaminated with hazardous substances, namely with nickel and other substances prohibited by European Union standards, such as excessive pesticides such as acetamiprid, formetinate, flonicamide, etc. The situation became even more dramatic, as it was not only these two countries that made this decision, but the effect was domino for other countries that announced that they had decided to block the export of agricultural products from Albania, one of which was Kosovo. Why did this happen? The decision of the Croatian authorities set off the European Union's alert system, thus activating the chain of Brussels decisions. Although at first glance all this resembles a series of bureaucratic decisions by border or inspection agencies of the respective countries that have blocked Albanian products, when looked at in depth, these acts are not entirely bureaucratic. They sound more like political decisions, the sound of which we will feel later, namely, in 6 days, when the intergovernmental conference between Albania and the EU will take place in Brussels. A conference where, as is known, the bomb of agricultural products will explode as a pronounced lack of Albania's compliance with EU standards. Experts who know the integration process well say that at least we can have a stoppage for reflection and discussion of the issues that have stalled. But a temporary or indefinite suspension of the process of signing the chapters of membership in the European Union is not ruled out. A standstill that Serbia, Montenegro, but also North Macedonia have experienced. If either a halt or a suspension or even a halt to the process occurs, then in all likelihood we are dealing with a setback, namely with a reduction in Edi Rama's political ambitions for his signature of Albania's membership in the EU. The issue of contamination of agricultural products is considered an essential element for EU countries, so it is quite serious. If you look carefully, it all does not seem accidental if we consider how Croatia and Slovenia are close allies of Germany, the most important country along with France for deciding major European policies. The blocking of products seems to be a political act not accidental but studied, to punish Edi Rama's arrogance in relation to the ease with which he is treating entry into the EU, but also his policies in general. This is also clearly seen in the change in Edi Rama's behavior towards Europe and the West. A day earlier, during the promotion of Henry Kissinger's book at the Prime Minister's office, Rama openly flirted with China. Meanwhile, yesterday, at an NGO event organized by a rumored minister in the fourth government, Edi Rama warned Europeans that exporting democracy and the model is not a good thing. Exporting your model is harmful to European countries and to us as well, said Rama, who clearly seems to have been angered by the tomatoes thrown in his face by the European Union, who, as he did with Aleksandar Vučić in Serbia, is now dealing with Edi Rama.